Hello, I am Max Rassega with BSDN, here to talk again with Miss Cullen about finishing her first semester of teaching and also how the bowling season has gone so far. Thank you for joining me.
Absolutely. Happy to be here, Max.
Love to hear it. So now that we are finishing up the first semester, would you say that you have adjusted to teaching with like COVID and having some days kids here, not here, quarantining?
I would say yes, but it doesn't make the workload any less. So it's just kind of, you get used to that this is how we're going to function. This is how the schedule's going to go, but it doesn't make the workload any different. Like, it's just a lot to manage. It's very hard with the time that we have and meeting the needs of both types of learners. And then you kind of have kids coming and going for all kinds of different reasons. And the days are exhausting. You know, it's still the best job there is, but it's tiring for sure.
And well, like, if you had to grade yourself, what kind of job would you say you've done in teaching kids being online and in school?
I mean, I would probably grade myself pretty high. I mean, depends on what kind of scale you're using. But I do the best I can. Like with math, I post a video every day. So and the video is always, a half hour long at a minimum. And I try to be as thorough as possible. And then I answer emails from every remote kid that sends them. They almost get them back like instantaneously. I'll Zoom with anybody that wants to Zoom. It definitely is more on them though. That's the biggest challenge with being a remote learner is you have to be very proactive. You kind of have to have that discipline because it's just, no one's like keeping an eye on you basically. So you have to really take it upon yourself to do the things you should be doing. But I've busted my butt to try to do right by everybody. That's for sure.
Well, that's good. We like to hear that you're doing it like that. So going into the new semester, is there anything that you plan on doing differently or you wish you did differently this first semester that you're going to carry over into the new semester when it comes to your
The only thing that will probably be different, and it's going to depend. It's going to be lesson by lesson, day by day. The second semester of Algebra 2 is very hard. So it's some of those lessons are much better when you see a person doing them. So the first semester it's been predominantly recordings on Educreation. So I work out the problems and you can hear me explain them, but you can't see me. What I'll probably do more in the second semester is do more, and again, it depends on the lessons, live teaching and then record that and upload that. The only issue with that is it's hard for kids to see the board because I need space for the stuff that we do. And so I can't really do it on the J-Touch as easily. So it's hard to kind of have that angle, but I'm going to try to figure something out with it. That would probably be the biggest difference. I'm also happy to see we have a lot of kids coming back. So I'm getting more back than I had. So that'll be nicer. I just think it'll go better for them overall. It's better for kids to be here. I mean, that's the long and short of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, switching gears, can you tell me about the bowling season so far?
Yeah, we're very fortunate. We're doing incredibly well. My girls are really operating on another level right now, and I hope that they continue to. We've been in 6 tournaments, kind of all over the state, and we've won 5 of them, and we're runner-up in the other one. And they're strong. They don't miss a lot of shots. It's very exciting. There's an energy about them, and they're all I don't consider I have a superstar. They're all just very equal in a lot of ways. Their averages are all very similar, and they're good. They know how to adapt. They know how to adjust. Because last year I had this exact same team, and that's been the biggest difference. Last year, this team, we just had a hard time bouncing back from upsets and closing when we needed to. And this year it's been very different. They always close. They've been getting the job done. I think that year of experience with this crew and going to state and having that, I think it's helped immensely with this year and just this desire to get back there and win and keep working and doing well. And it's just been exciting. Like it's always fun to win. So it's fun to win when you're good and when you, when you're beating everybody else by a whole heck of a lot.
So what I'm hearing is you guys have plans on making it far again this year?
And again, anything can happen. You don't know, but I fully expect at a minimum us to qualify for state unless something goes horribly wrong. I would actually say that we have a real chance to actually win it. I don't know, like usually there's some strong teams in Cincinnati and there's a couple in Columbus. So, there's definitely teams out there that are as good as us and that can beat us, but it's hard to imagine a ton of teams being better than us on our good day. So my hopes are very, very high. My real ultimate goal right now that I think is very attainable, we should win the district title. So, because how it works in bowling is it goes sectionals, district, state. And you have to qualify in the top 4 every time. We should get past sectionals, I think, with not much of an issue. And then I would really like a district championship. That's very attainable. And then from there, if we win the district, obviously we'll qualify on to state. And I think we have a chance. We're beatable. Anybody is. We have a bad day. You don't know what happens. But on our best day, we're just as good as anybody else on their best day. So it's exciting. I'm excited to see what happens. The only thing I get really worried about is COVID. It would be utterly devastating if at the wrong time we had to quarantine. So that's the only thing that makes me really nervous these days.
I love the confidence, and you just went right into my next question. I was going to say, has COVID been a problem at all throughout the season, or have you guys remained
for us, knock on wood, hard? We've been very fortunate. I only had one girl get it, and she got it around Thanksgiving, so we weren't really together. So none of my girls had to quarantine as a result. I've had a couple of my girls that had to quarantine off of other people, and they weren't there for matches. But for tournaments, I've had all my girls, and I've avoided, other than that one girl, no one has gotten it. So we've been fortunate in that realm. And gosh darn it, I really hope that continues. Because really our important time period is our sectionals start February 12th, and then every week, after that is us qualifying. So really that time period is the most important time period.
Anything else that you would like to add?
No, I'm really proud of them. It's them. It's got nothing to do with me. And they're doing a real good job this year.
Well, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me today, and also good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you so much, Max. I appreciate it.
That's all for today. I'm Max Rassega from BSTN. Have a good day, Spartans.